Hello there, beautiful internet and you fantastic creatures of the beyond. I am here on silly OBS that messes up my voice. I miss Twitch Studio. It had such a cool voice. I mean, the way it was recording the voice. Anyway, enough of my bickering. So, what I thought of experimenting today is seeing the different types of ways we can save a file in Inkscape. So let's say, for example, I'm just gonna make a simple circle like this, no fill, no nothing, and we want to save it. So if I'm gonna do a normal save, let's put it in here. I'm gonna just say normal. So this is Inkscape SVG, right? Perfect. So I'm gonna put it in here and let's go and take a look at it. So we got the standard thing, how it generates this whole huge file of 393 lines. So that is a lot of lines for one simple circle, which basically is all the way over here. And look how huge the depth is, because we introduce a lot of information in the depths. Where is the depth ending? No, that's the sodi body. Here. So the depth is pretty huge. And then of course you have the sodi body, and then you have the information from the SVG. But can we do better than this? You might ask. And I might answer. Actually, let's leave this one open. So let's go here and look at the save as. So we have Inkscape SVG, but then we have plain SVG. Now if I'm gonna just save it as plain, let's have a look at it. Now we have 243 lines. So it has truncated some of the information that was around. I think it removed the sodi body part. Let's just check. Yeah, so the sodi body is missing from over here. It just went directly to the depths. But maybe we want to make it even better than this. So let's go and do another save as. So I'm gonna talk about this too afterwards. PDF is PDF, obviously, but then we have optimized SVG. So if I'm gonna type here optimized, I'm gonna get a lot of information here, and in my opinion, you shouldn't even touch anything. I think, unless you really want to go further than this, but I don't see how. So it kind of addresses every little detail that is generated by Inkscape regarding to XML. And it does a pretty decent job. We'll see at the end. This one is just telling you what it does. So if I'm gonna go OK, and if I'm gonna go and check this on the optimized, wow, just 4 lines of text. And let me just format this a bit better so we see what we have here. So we have this XML version. You don't really need it, but it does have a reason to be here. It's the way some browsers and other software recognize that this is an XML language, or syntax actually. But just for readability, you don't even need these 2 lines of code, so you can just remove those. Then in here you can even shorten this and remove all of this part. And there you go. Let me just truncate most of this. See, we simplified it to the bone. But I'm just gonna leave them. So they look super awesome. So Inkscape knows how to do cool things if it wants to. Now. Let's go further. What if you want to make a file that only opens in Inkscape? Well, then you would go to... You have these two things. You have compressed Inkscape SVG-Z and compressed plane. And unfortunately there is no optimized for these SVGs, but let's see what happens. I'm just gonna go with compressed SVG. Let's just go P1, whatever. So let's see what happens when we try to read the text inside. Oh, it's encoded. So basically, you can't even open this in a browser, because obviously the browser cannot recognize SVG-Z. But this is a way to make a file specifically for Inkscape. And this one has 24 lines of code with the compression, so it also makes it smaller. So let's take a look. This one is 3.52 kilobytes. The normal one is 14. The optimized one is 316 bytes, which is the smallest one possible. And the plain one is 9.7. So from 14 we go to 9, then we go to 3, and this one is 360 bytes. So you can save a lot of data by saving the correct format. And then, of course, if you want to make that one even smaller, let's say C2, and we're gonna go compressed plane. Let's have a look. Compressed plane is going to be 2.57 kilobytes in comparison to 3.57. And here is 16 lines from 24 lines. Again, it's encoded, so we will never know what's in here. Perfect. Now, one other interesting thing that Inkscape can do well, it can also compress it directly into a zip. It can make this is another type of archive for Linux. These are for plotters and AutoCAD stuff. This one, PostScript, I think is I don't know, I think Illustrator is more akin to this one, but I might be wrong about this one. And then we have Flash XML, which is an old thing. I'm not sure if it's still around. And these are different things for EMF. I'm not sure exactly what metafile, enhanced metafile is used for. Then this is for GIMP, usually when you want to make a palette, like a color palette with swatches, you can kind of save it like how it's done for GIMP, and then you can import it. It's a bit tricky. This is actually all of the palettes are saved with this GPL. And HP graphics, specifically to HP, I suppose, but here you go and have an HTML5 canvas. So let's see what happens. Let's put it template. So let's see what we got in the template. Well, it doesn't really look like what we had in our SVG. So why is that? Let's have a look at the code. Oh, it's actually not an SVG. So basically what it did is to create a canvas. Canvas is a HTML tag, specific tag. So in a way it's kind of the way HTML makes its own SVG in quotes, but through the use of JavaScript. So basically this canvas is inheriting the information from this script over here, and Inkscape generates this script, which is really awesome. Although I have to say that the results are not quite so stellar, so it's much easier to just import an SVG. But still, the fact that Inkscape does this, it's quite amazing. And let's see, save as. And this one is another zip, but I think this one is zipped PDF or PNG output. So this one is through Jesse Ink, which is actually an extension here somewhere. I forgot where. It is somewhere in here. Unfortunately, I can't find it. But anyway, so that's something very specific. And then, not export, sorry. Save as. Then latex, I have no idea. I don't know why this one is double, but this is Microsoft type of XML with XAML. I have no idea what this is used for. No idea. This one says paths and shapes only, but I have no idea where you open this. No idea, but it says synfig animation, so maybe it's something specific. And no idea, I never seen this meta file for Windows. But obviously, if you're doing, all of these extensions are there for a reason. So there are certain applications where you might need this exact type of extension. So there you go, you can achieve this. But I really find it amazing that Inkscape can simplify the code and can make it as versatile as you need it. And it's ever growing, so you'll always find, for example, extensions that can enhance this saving even better. But yeah, hope you guys learned something here with me, because I definitely learned something. And I'll catch you in the next episode. You guys stay awesome. And boy.